Hey guys, this is a follow-up to my ROI calculator. This is one of the things I use to do product selection. This is not an entire product selection video, but it's just one of the steps that we use, and that's to calculate our ROI. ROI is return on investment. This is a beginner version of this calculator. I have this tab here, beginner calculator. You're welcome to use a full calculator if you want. I have another video explaining how to do that in the description below. But this is a beginner one, so if you haven't ever used an ROI calculator, just start with this one. It'll make a lot more sense if you start with this first one. Okay, so let me give you a little overview of how this whole thing works. It's broken into 6 sections. We have the product, just basic the name and picture and stuff. User input, this is everything you're going to type in yourself. Then we're going to get an estimate for freight shipping. Freight is the cost to go from China to the US. Okay. And then FBA fees. So that's like how much Amazon takes, FBA, right? Amazon. So that would be how much to go from the Amazon warehouse to the customer, right? So that would be like commission and storage and a whole bunch of other stuff that Amazon charges you. Margins are our profit, and analysis is kind of like if it's a go, no go type of thing, right? Okay, there's a key here too if you can't remember all that stuff. Now I'll just show you a quick little example. I have a few little dummy examples here. So I have nail clippers. Nail clippers, let's say the factory price is like 50 cents. Let's just say it's a dollar. A dollar. They're 3 inches by 2 inches by half an inch. So they're just, kind of like whatever, like this big, a nail clipper, right? It's like this big. Okay. They're whatever, zero point 0.2 pounds, right? Whatever, pretty light. Retail price. Retail is how much you're expecting to charge for this on Amazon. This isn't what you like the best price that you ever, the biggest best price. It's also not your launch price. This is kind of like, let's say in like 6 months or whatever, 4 months, 6 months, a year, what you want your price to kind of like sit at, right? Launching is different. Let's forget about that. But this is what your kind of like your forever price is. Units, how many units you're going to buy. Duty is a fancy word for import tax. I used to not consider this because it used to be at like 3, 4, 5%. Unfortunately, Trump has made that not so fun anymore. And so the Trump tariff is more like 28% if you're caught with this. About right now at time of recording, which is the July 2019, the tariff is on about 1/3 of all products coming from China. So you are likely to not have it, but still it should be something you should consider. How do you know your Trump tariff is? You're gonna have to look it up. Unfortunately, it's kind of a pain. You can go with both numbers. Try 28 and see what your numbers look like, and try 5. I don't know. You're just gonna have to play with it, unfortunately. Um, but just play with it and just see what happens. Okay, that's it. All you have to type in are the product information, how many units you're buying, how much you're selling it at, and the duty, right? That's all you have to put in. Now, here comes the cool part. So it does all these calculations for us, and all these numbers are correct as of July 2019. And I do update this spreadsheet too, so if it's like a year later, hopefully it's updated. And I was a math major in college, so never questioned my math, right? So the freight. So now I'm going to explain. We have freight costs. Again, that's the transportation from China to the U.S. This product is roughly 50 cents, and it's based on the weight the air shipping is. So this is 50 cents on this product. Sea shipping is a dollar. So air shipping takes like about a week, and sea shipping takes about a month. Obviously, in this case, there's no point in sea shipping because air shipping is cheaper. So our landed cost is roughly a dollar. It's $1.57. Okay, so that's to get one. That's to get one. Assuming you're buying 1,000 units, one nail clipper from China to Amazon should be about $1.57. That's our landed cost. That's to land it in America, right? Okay. Now the FBA fees. This is how much we're going to be charged every time we get a sale. FBA fees, this includes commission, transportation, and shipping, and storage fees, and a bunch of other stuff too. You can poke at this equation if you want, but you don't really have to if you don't want to. We have the size tier, it's small standard. That's just one of the size tiers. It doesn't really matter. If you don't know what that is, it doesn't really matter. But just forget about it. Okay. Total fees is $3.50. And that means if we're selling at a $7 price point and it cost us $1.57 to get it here, Amazon's taking $3.50. That means our profit on each item is $1.89. Our margin, so $1.89 divided by the retail price, our margin is 27%, and our ROI is 120%. Now let me explain ROI a little bit. So ROI is return on investment. When you spend, so 100% ROI is you spend $1, you make $2 in revenue, like when you sell it, you make $2. And that means that because you spent $1, you made two, that means you profit $1. That would be 100% ROI. I put $1 in, I get two back, 100% return. In this case, you put $1 in and you get $1.20 back. That's good. Okay. So there's lots of different ways to analyze this, but generally, my rule of thumb, always, always, always above 100%. You don't need to do anything that's under 100%. There's so many things out there that are at 100%. You don't need to do 90% or 50%. So that's one rule. Now, is 120 better than 150? Or is 150 better than 120? It's better, but there's a lot of other factors too. Competition, ease, blah blah blah. So like this isn't the end all be all. This is one factor that I consider always. Okay, so now the analysis part is how much do I have to sell this product at to break even? So it kind of helps me do like risk mitigation if I know that it's going to, if I had to sell this thing at like, I don't know, $30, like that would suck if I had to do this. In fact, this even kind of sounds, I mean, that even sounds a little scary to me right there, right? Like, can you sell nail clippers at $5? Like that seems kind of high for nail clippers to break even, right? And I have this number here. What do you have to sell this product at to get 100% ROI? And in this case, it's $6.60, right? So if I type in $6.60 here, $6.62, we get 100% ROI. Of course, my math is right. And so this is a fun little calculator that I use. Again, it's to get you a good rough estimate. Oh, let's do this. Okay, what happened? So now the fun part is we can start playing with these numbers and let's see what happens if we change these around. So my duty right now is at 27%, sorry, 5%, and I have 121% ROI. That's good. What happens if I get hit with this crazy Trump tariff and I'm at 30%? My ROI goes down to 80%, 79%. So again, not as good. I would be a little scared at that point. So it's like, I don't know. What if I wanted to sell only, or if I only wanted to import like 200 units? Okay, so now my shipping goes up. All of a sudden my ROI is garbage, right? So now we know if we can't do 200 units, that kills our margins. Also, if we get hit the Trump tariff, that also hurts really bad, right? What happens if we can we're like, oh, we're just gonna like mass produce this and go like crazy, and I'm gonna import 5,000 units at a time, and also I'm using a special, I don't know, say a special code that doesn't have a Trump tariff on it, and it's only like 3%. And also, oh, by the way, because I ordered 5,000 units, they gave me a break on the price, and I'm spending 75 cents. Look what happens to our costs here. What? That's insane. Look at that. We spend 75 cents and we make $2.50 on each product. We have a 35% margin and we have an ROI of 250%. That's awesome. And so that's the fun thing with this calculator. These are real numbers. All these equations are correct. You can verify them if you want, but of course they're right. And this calculator tells us like what kind of ROIs we can get on these products. Um, and again, also here's another thing that's also kind of fun. If you're looking at oversized products, and in this case, I'm looking at this camping kitchen set. I'm not actually looking at this product, but you know, maybe you are. Uh, and I'm wanting to buy this product, and maybe I'm looking at two different versions. So let's just put them side by side. Kitchen set two. They're the same thing, except one includes a little pole. Let's say kitchen set, I don't know, without pole. I do this kind of thing all the time. What happens if I include or exclude certain features? So let's say without pole. Now this thing's 12 bucks, but I can make this thing smaller, 17 inches. And I don't know, I'm gonna sell it for like, maybe poles are kind of cool, so maybe we'll do like 54.95. Everything else is the same. So I just changed the prices a little bit lower because I'm doing it without a pole. And you might do this with bundles. Bundling, maybe you're going to include an extra little like I don't know, like a lens cleaner for your camera strap or something, right? Something like that. You add like 10 cents, maybe you can charge. So now we have this thing here. We have size goes down a little bit by down to 17 inches. Okay, that's going to be big because now it's not oversized. Let's do a little comparison. What do we have here? So our shipping, our landed cost is just $1.50 cheaper. It's not that much different, right? Still pretty big, right? 20 versus 18.50. It's not that big of a difference. We're saving like $4 here for looks like almost $5. $5 on shipping because it's small oversized versus large oversized. And yeah, so it looks like if I didn't include the poll, I would still be pretty close to 100% ROI. In this case, I might want to charge like $56 for that. So, you know, is that something, I'll say 55.95. Is that something that is it worth a dollar? I don't know. It kind of depends, right? So we have ROI here, it's about a dollar, right? Maybe, yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of fun to play with these numbers. Just poke around and let me know if you have any questions on this. So again, if you want to have the more advanced calculator, it's not needed in the beginning, but if you want to have the more advanced calculator, you can go to the link below. Oh, one more thing. If you want to make a copy of this, you cannot get access to this calculator. It's locked down because people will screw up my equations. You just go to File, Make a Copy, and it'll make a copy for yourself. All right, enjoy.